Welcome to the Owner's Box. I'm Vince J.
It's your boy B. Scott.
What a start to this doggone week 6.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just get on into it. So it is RG3 is where we're gonna start this week, man. RG3 got knocked out.
Yeah, he got knocked into the future.
Yeah. Now, what did Witherspoon? How did Witherspoon catch homeboy like that? To really, it didn't look like a vicious hit until the last second. It was just like bam.
Well, it's called good geometry.
Uh-huh.
As fast as RG3 is, if you catch the right angle.
Remember that, geometry.
Yeah, the angle.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
Witherspoon had the perfect angle on it and beat him to the spot. He caught him at mid-slide and helped him drive him down to the ground, which he was already going to.
Yeah.
And then right where he caught him, it was perfect geometry.
Yo, he didn't know where he was, man. Woo! They was
said
like,
he had no clue.
No idea. It's a game today? Yeah, dog. We've been playing for about an hour. So
did my mom say it was okay for me to play?
Exactly, man. Can I come out to play?
I gotta be home before it's dark.
Oh my God, he was messed up. But
well, I'm glad he's recovering well. It was just a mild concussion.
Yeah.
But hopefully, let's see if he can get on the field this week.
Exactly. I don't know if he's
I would like to see it.
Okay, so moving on into some other people that are hurt. You got Cedric Benson.
That's costly.
Yeah, for you fantasy players, man. Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm a Cedric Benson owner. He got cut today. Cut.
Wow.
Ryan Williams is for Arizona. Yeah, right. Who? Kind of. Yeah. Anyway, because he hadn't done nothing anyway.
Yeah, Beanie Wells is there, so Stevens.
But Beanie kind of nicked up too.
Well, he's nicked up, so now you can look at Stevens Howling. I know I jumped the segment and everything talking about that, but that's an Arizona with opportunity this week, especially playing Buffalo.
Yeah, that's right. We're not in that segment yet. Yeah,
I told you, man, we in the future.
Gotcha.
I'm talking fast,
in Indianapolis as well, you got Donald Brown, and he's out for a couple of weeks with a knee injury. I didn't even see that. They said on the last play of the game.
Wow.
So he's gonna be out for a couple of weeks. They said a couple of weeks. Not done.
And if your team is anything like mine, my fantasy teams in most of my leagues, running backs
is hard to find. So and that brings up a good point. That if you're at the bottom of the league, scratching to get back into it, you don't have no running backs out there. We're gonna help you out a little bit. Should we just go ahead and jump to that?
Let's jump to it because that's where I'm at. I told you I'm in the future, man.
Okay, so you could actually pick up a couple of these guys. You got Alex Green in Green Bay. Obviously, Starks is there too. They're gonna probably. I'm not really sure. Starks is he's got turf toe.
But it's going to be Green. Look for Green to be Green
because of
Green
the turf
Bay.
toe thing.
Yeah. And with opportunities, I mean, especially Green Bay this week is playing the Texans. I see the passing game nullified, so the only opportunities that you're really going to have is going to be the running game,
especially
because
Cushing out. Yeah, Cushing's out. He got knocked out.
But remember, Mr. J.J. Watt is still there, so I think he's going to affect the passing game just a little bit.
Okay, what the? Yeah, so then you've got William Powell and, like you said, Lerod Stevens Howling, whatever his hyphenated name is.
Right.
Yeah, for Arizona. You got those cats, and they're actually saying Powell is the guy to get. He actually had more touchdowns. He had the most touchdowns in the SEC last year. Well, that's the SEC, not the NFL. So, but we're just saying. I'm just saying that if you were considering, like, who in the heck?
Right.
Yeah.
But running backs are it's the running backs by committee. If then the whole committee's hurt, what do? You go to the practice squad now? I mean, where are we getting the players from now?
That's exactly it, man. You got to pull them up
you
somewhere.
have to dig in the depth charts is basically what we're trying to say in this segment. Look in the depth charts. Pull that name up. Has he got any playing time? Are the coaches talking about him?
Yeah, exactly. What is? I'm going to YouTube and dialing up their name and looking at their history.
Right.
Let me see what they've done. Can they break holes? I mean, yeah, it's college in some cases, but at least you can see their running style.
Exactly.
You know, and then if they're on the right team and the right type of system, then that may be the guy to go with. Like Vic Ballard for Indianapolis, another guy for Donald Brown, since Donald Brown is hurt.
Yeah.
You know, Darius Hayward-Bay is coming back. I don't know if this is going to be the right week. Well, I guess they're going against Atlanta. That may not be a bad situation.
Could be a very bad situation.
Except for Carson might throw a pick or two. But still, that could be a good situation for you. I'm sure he's available in a lot of leagues. Think about him, too.
Coming back.
Yeah. So
he's going to get some rare opportunities. I think Atlanta's just going to be too strong offensively and defensively and pressure on Carson Palmer.
So then they're going to have to play catch-up, which means passing game.
Definitely.
Okay.
So they're going to be your opportunities.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got David Wilson is now coming back from off the bench. You know, remember he had the first fumble of the first game?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was well, that could have been it. But you know, with him doing such a good job on kick returns, boom, they're like, we got to get him in. It's now time. Let's get the thing started because that's this time to go ahead and go with him, of course. Whatever happened to the guy formerly known as Andre Johnson for the Houston Texans?
Andre Johnson. Sounds familiar.
I mean, ever since Finnegan took care of him a couple of years ago, a year and a half ago.
I think he won that one. Remember, he had Finnegan.
Yeah.
And again, and again.
But since then,
the hamstring, he's come back. I think that Matt Schaub is doing a great job of distributing the ball around. Owen Daniels,
they just running the ball. They're not even really passing it that much. It's more run than anything.
An absolute monster.
Oh yeah. If he is exactly who we thought he was.
Yeah.
He should have been the first pick of the draft. I know we said quarterbacks because we knew quarterbacks was thin, and quarterbacks are thin. But boy, if you got that one right,
the quarterbacks. If we said, you know what? I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench in this
again.
Think about the top 5 picks that we had and where
top
they are
6.
performing.
We had Breeze. We had Brady.
Rodgers.
We had Rodgers. Where the heck is Rodgers right now? He's like
McCoy.
Maybe in the top 50. Shady. He's probably
Peterson.
Top 13,
MJD.
14, 15.
McFadden.
Exactly.
Where are these people?
In the lower half. I mean, some of them are top 20, but barely.
If you have Ray Rice, you're a
10.
fortunate individual to have Ray Rice.
Right. Now, of course, I saw Matty Ice, and Matty Ice is okay.
Matty Ice.
No
Matty
need,
nice.
Yeah, no need to really talk about that. But Ryan Mathews looked like he's kind of coming back, dude.
He had a little pep in his step, and I mean the little swag move. I said, okay, that looks like the Ryan Mathews that I remember.
Yeah. Instead of Jackie Battle starting, he might vulture a couple touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
But Mathews is looking sweet.
He's looking real good.
You need to start that guy, okay?
San Diego, that may be just exactly what they need. Phillip Rivers seemed to be waking up a little bit. Gates is playing.
Speaking of waking up, DeMarco Murray, where are you? Let's look a little deeper into that than what you're thinking, okay? What everybody else is saying. I'm going to look a little deeper.
You have to.
His quarterback threw 5 picks, and they were coming back. They were trying to come back and get back into this game.
See, that should have told you immediately quit throwing the ball.
Right, but since it didn't go down like that.
But after 5, I mean, let's say 2, 3, let's try to run the ball.
So all I'm saying is don't give up on Murray right now. He's going to have, after this Baltimore game, they've got winnable games. He's going up against defenses that are going to be much better.
They're opportunistic defenses he'll be coming up against, true enough. But without a true established running and a passing game, and I'm just shocked because Dallas has so many weapons.
Mm-hmm.
They can do it at any time, and everybody's sitting in there chomping at the bit. Come on, this is going to be the game. And y'all can keep waiting on it if you want to. I'm just going to be shocked and surprised that it does happen.
I'm just saying that if you've got somebody that's an average player, this is a good time to offer a trade.
Yeah, this is the perfect time. Your home run hitters that you actually had, I mean, especially for me, it's the gems, primarily the ones that, you know, I have to give credit where credit is due. Vince is he's a jeweler.
I'm always looking for him. Always.
He will find a gem. So we have conversations in the pre-show, and he'll throw some names out, and he don't think they're not paying attention.
Oh.
I hear him, and I'm listening.
Did you make some changes today?
You know, a couple. I got to stay on top.
Okay, let's go right on into some must-starts right now. Must-start, Alex Smith, Christian Ponder, Andy Dalton. Running backs, I would definitely start the law firm for sure.
Against Cleveland?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that 27th ranked run defense, got to take them.
23rd against the pass?
Yeah, well, so that means both sides.
Yeah. Dalton, A.J. Green.
Okay, you might as well throw the whole. Yeah,
okay.
Throw the whole.
Anybody
thing.
else?
Okay. Sean Green against Indy. The 25th against the run. You got we already said A.J. Green now that you jumped on the gun on that too.
Told you in the future.
Heath Miller and Kyle Rudolph. Rudolph playing. Who are they playing? I forget who is the Redskins. Oh, that makes sense. Make sure you take everybody against the Redskins. Anything against that defense, for sure. They do not have a pass defense by any means. And did I already say something about Darius Hayward-Bay? Make sure that you pick him up too. Last thing we're going to talk about before we get out of here. This is a short one.
It's longer than you think.
Oh, maybe it is. Okay, so DeAngelo Hall. We don't have any Twitter things. I don't know why nobody's hitting us up.
We know why.
Hit us up, Daownersbox. Go to Twitter. We're at Daownersbox on Twitter. Make sure that you hit us up and ask us the question. We'll put it out here. See what the fools here got to say. Okay, so
geniusly fools.
Yeah, that's right. So DeAngelo Williams, he jumped out there this week and said,
"Bravo,
dear upset fantasy owners," with the bad language. Now, there's a lot of bad language on there. Yeah. I'll talk about that. So this is what he says. So with the bad language, you are a fantasy owner, and for a reason that you're a fantasy owner, because you can't play or apparently fantasy coach.
Ouch.
Dang. God,
that was a blitz.
That's a
Debo. Bravo. I totally agree with him, and that's the one thing that you really got to love about Twitter is the opportunity that you can really talk to these people directly.
Exactly.
So you don't got to speculate what he said.
No.
and he said a mouthful. So DeAngelo, that was genius.
Kudos to him.
And very well put.
But it's just funny to me. I like Twitter because folks will say some of the craziest. Yeah. They got not liquid courage. Liquid courage would be some bud, just some Jack. Just talking. But in this case, it's like cyber courage. You just go out there and say whatever because there's no ramification. What are they going to say? Unless they make a little statement like this. But they come beat me up, dude. Come find me. Yeah.
I don't have to. I'm going to tag this one right here, buddy, because this one, that was funny. Because you cannot even fantasy coach, so you mad at him. Oh, dude, that is hysterical.
But if you were a fantasy coach, you wouldn't even have him on your team, right? I'm just saying.
Relevance it means something. He has stepped up and showed signs in the last couple games, but how consistent is he going to be? Where's Cam?
Cam is quietly dropping balls where he don't need to. So we got to go though. Anyway, guys, next time we'll be able to talk a little more about the Cam situation. I'm Vince J.
I'm B. Scott.
And we are out. Peace.